Whenever we're operating from a place of fear, whatever the fear story may be, there's an inability to give freely to others. It could be giving of your time, your energy, money, gifts, things that you have or appear to have that someone else appears to need. Remembering that each that seems to come into our spectrum is simply here to mirror our own belief systems. They're merely an actor. I don't care if they're your children or your spouse or family, relatives. It doesn't really matter who they are and what part they're playing. It's noticing our reaction to that part. So we'll use money as an example because that seems to be a theme with many. And we'll use our children as an example because that also seems to be a theme with many. So my child approaches me and says, "Mom, I'd really like $100 to do X, Y, and Z." And there is that $100 in the account or available. And immediately the fear story kicks in. But if I give them or loan them that $100, what if I need it in a week? Or if I give them that $100 or loan them that $100, I can't be assured they're going to pay it back to me. And so what other issues is this going to cause? There's an opportunity to stop and notice the fear story that's operating right there in this space. It has nothing to do with them. It never has. It has nothing to do with what they're asking for, what they're requesting, what they're what they've done in the past or the apparent past. It has nothing to do with that. And with everything that's happening, I don't care what it is, there is an opportunity to just sit in this emptiness there without rushing into story. Now that sounds like choice, but it's not. It's simply a resting here without attachment to the doership, without attachment to the outcome or what's going to happen or what's next. It's just a pause. I like to call it a timeout. I put myself in timeout. And in that timeout, I'm honoring all of the stories that might be arising here because each one of them wants to be met with understanding. It has nothing to do with the borrowing of money, the loaning of money, how much I have, how much they need. It never has. What I've learned in this honoring of that space or this time out is the story can be looked at, especially the ones that are fearful. If the $100 is there, it was never mine anyway, right? It was there, just there. Not mine, not yours, not to be kept, not to be given. It's just there. Like everything, this is all energy belonging to no one. When the stories are looked at, the fear story that I might need that $100 or I may never get that $100 back or that person's taken from me and never given back to me, or one of the ones I love that people reach out to me a lot about is that homeless person asked for money. Well, I know they're going to go use it for drugs and alcohol. Really? Do you know that? You don't. You can't. You haven't. It's never happened. Each moment is the opportunity to be with this, whatever this story is. It is a love of this experience that seems to be arising without story in it. If you need this shirt, here it is. It's yours. And, you know, I love the reflection back to the man we named Jesus, the giver of all things, the one who was humble enough and willing enough to reach within himself to offer whatever he had. And not only to offer whatever he had, but to make it numerous so that he could offer it to many. That is just an opportunity to notice that all of us have that within us. No man named Jesus, no woman named Kelly, no story named lack, no story named giver. None of it's been mine ever, ever. When the story's not there, the intimacy expands, the willingness to offer, the willingness to give without expectation. If the $100 is in the account and the actor is asking for it, then the $100 is given. And what I love in this expansion of just heart is that $100 always comes back with ease. This has nothing to do with manipulation of energy or manifestation. That's all story too. It's just when the stories evaporate, when they let go, and the willingness is present and noticed, it was never mine to give or never mine to take away. So of course it's always going to come back. Until next time, with a tremendous amount of love.